3, 2, 1.
Green for go then. One robot will fall at this stage. Very tentative. Mr. Nasty there, gleaming, steely, in on Maximus and pushing back to the arena sidewalk. That was determined. Well, they need to do a little bit more of a roaming around the arena. A roaming? Yeah, OK. Maximus in a little bit of trouble. So would I be with puns like that. Mr. Nasty on the attack, straight onto the angle grinder and over the flame pit. The pit release has been activated. I don't think there's going to be much empire building from the Maximus Gladiator team, do you? The ref bot, a little shove. Mr. Nasty watches on. We've seen nothing of Niterider just at the top of your picture there. Ooh, he needs to avoid Sir Killalot's chomp and get away, but caught Niterider. Now the question, who's fallen first? Maximus still active. We can see the flipper moving very, very slowly, but the ref bot making sure and turning away. So is Maximus still okay? And now goes to look at Niterider. We learnt all about their gory weaponry, but it's Niterider, I think, to fall first. Maximus proved they were still working. Mr. Nasty, we know, are okay, and Niterider have gone. Well, that's a surprise to me. They had a very horrible-looking weapon, but they didn't get a chance to use it. And Paul Burridge, Stephen Oakley and Liz Stevens, their dream ends right there. Buckled, bent, and a broken dream. Thrown into the air, off the back of Matilda. She never forgets those she is given a piggyback to. And in she comes. At the controls, Stephen Oakley driving the machine. Paul Burridge at the weaponry. We never saw it, did we? Oh. Well, we see a little glimpse there, but in the claws of Sir Killalot. Just got a little glimpse of Mr. Nasty. I thought Mr. Nasty looked quite good early on. Niterider didn't at all. The ultimate winner of the New Blood Championship goes straight into the 7th UK Domestic Series. Ha-ha! Sir Killalot, fancy down and showboating, nearly went over. Moves away. Smiles all round. Maximus looked the part. Splendid accoutrements, the armour on the side, the horns, if you like, the spikes, but, well, what state will they be in, Maximus, when they continue? Because they're through to round 2. It was Niterider in the middle of the picture there, counted out the first. Ha-ha! Drop zone time! Go on! 4, 2... You're on TV! Oh, I'll tell you what, Owens Matilda comes in. We didn't really like that programme, so he spikes it! From the drop zone came the TV. There are the replays. In comes Matilda. Oh, look at that! She obviously thinks there's too many replays on TV. Didn't like the repeats. Cut it out. How can they applaud after all that? Niterider gone. Oh, that was splendid.
Niterider, they were immobilised first. So, Maximus and Mr. Nasty, they go marching on.
Well, significant amounts of damage. In with damage cam there. What happened to the weapon? The first-time disemboweler.
That's good for catching television.
Is that what you reckon? You're going to get BBC Two on it, are you?
Well, we will now, yeah.
I don't think you will. It didn't disembowel anything, did it? In fact, ironically, you yourselves seem to be disemboweled.
Sorry?
Do you have any comment to make at all in your defence?
Yeah, we lost drive. There you go. On one side.
You lost your minds going in there with that thing.
No, it's all fun, isn't it?
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Good, so did we. Thank you
made
very
us laugh
much.
as
It was
well.
great fun. We laughed a lot out here.
Confirmation of the two robots to fall, Terror Turtle and Niterider. Let's see how they line up for round 2. Mute against Mr. Nasty, but first, Roobarb against Maximus.
Right, Andrew, you sustained a lot of damage, Maximus did anyway, in that last battle.
Oh yeah, we've got a couple of holes in the shell. The other shell got totally bent out of shape. We've managed to put it back into shape, and we're going to go in really strong.
Well, at the moment, you're not working.
Well, we'll get there in the
10
end.
out of 10 for fighting talk, though. But you will have it working.
Yes, we will have it working. We will be in the next fight.
OK, fabulous. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get the shell to fit onto the chassis because it's completely out of shape.
Oh, no. I'll leave you to it then. And go back and interview the opposition, who are Roobarb. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Now, you came out of that quite well, didn't you?
Yeah, very well.
Yeah.
Undamaged, as you can see.
Completely in one piece, but you might not be fighting a working robot.
Well, I hope we are.
I think
I
you
hope
will
we
be.
are.
They're determined to make it work.
Yep.
But have you got the power to flip them out of the arena, say?
Yes, we do. We've got a very fast-acting flipper. It's low pressure, not quite as fast as the high-pressure boys, but it's significantly powerful, so I reckon they'll go flying.
And how many flips do you think you got?
Oh, we got more flips than we'll need in the fight. About 30 or 40.
Oh, so you can relax then.
Yeah.
Be fine.
Well, we are.
Just send them flying, yeah.
Well, the melees were a rude awakening for some of our new boys, but now it's one-on-one. It's round 2.
Roobarb.
Didn't look comfortable in the first round. Team Joshua Pinto, Lee Simpson and Mark McIntyre.
Maximus.
Andy Bannerman, Carl Warren and Andrew Newby.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the house robots, we have Shunt. Blades at either end. Mr. Psycho.
3, 2, 1.
Straight knockout now. The winner goes through to the first heat of the New Blood Championship final. Roobarb in underneath Maximus. Maximus lucky really to survive its first round, we felt. There's the camera on board Shunt. Roobarb pushing in from behind with the pneumatic flipper. Again levering Maximus up. You're talking lifting 99 kilos. What's Maximus doing here? Well, I don't think in the history of gladiatorial battles they ever sort of pirouetted in the arena of death, did they? Not too sure. In the great Colosseum. Maybe a little bit of a hot-footed gladiator once upon a time did a Fred Astaire routine. No, I doubt it. Over on its side. And Maximus, for me, this is a question of time. Roobarb the stronger. They're just trying to hold on the Maximus team. They knew they were in peril right from the start. Roobarb comes in, trying to lift, trying to toss them away and out of the arena. They've had a couple of attempts. Can they get that flipper underneath the side of Maximus and lift? I don't think they're strong enough, to be honest. They've had a couple of efforts now. Down comes Maximus. Great hinged flipper yawns open. Now they'll have another chance. Go on, Roobarb, you won't have a better chance than now. Get in and try and flip them out. Not strong enough. Now that could be a telling factor later on. Maximus away to live to fight another day. Veni Vidi Vici. They came, they saw, but Vici non sequitur. Didn't follow that they conquer. They haven't, have they? Schoolboy Latin for you there. Down comes the blade of Shunt. Just glancing off Maximus. Oh, really great. Oh, the great hammer blow came down, though, from Mr. Psycho. That Maximus armour, though, on the front, it's fairly sound to me. So, they have the basis here to build on for the future, and I hope they come back to Robot Wars. Ugh, if there's anything left, Mr. Psycho, be charitable. Oh, look at that. Buckling open. The lifting front of the flipper. They're going to get counted out now. That flipper locks to former strong shield was never strong enough in this competition, though. Or at least the engines weren't strong enough. Maximus counted out. Roobarb through to the New Blood Heat 1 final. Oh, and what's that? Hanging from the drop zone. They've seen it. They know what's going to happen. Go on, Shunt, tee it up. If you don't like the heat, stay out of the kitchen. We're about to turn up the gas. Down comes a cooker onto the Legionnaire's helmet of Maximus. That's strong armour. The cooker's obliterated. Bang and bash. And the old oven was smashed. Pick up the pieces. They're withstanding a heck of a lot out there, you know. It's a shame they weren't more active or aggressive. They'll have learned lessons, Maximus.
The Roman invasion is ended.